How do I handle I need to think about it objection? With any objection, or particularly your most common ones, you need to make sure you're super sharp with the answers to these. And this is probably going to be one of your most common objections. In most industries, you're going to get the same objection, I need to think about it. You'll hear sales trainers out there on this app, on others, telling you that if you get that objection, you haven't done your job properly, you haven't sold them properly, or whatever it may be. And in some cases that can be true, but there's other variables to it as well. They may have scar tissue because they've been had a bad experience with a previous vendor or something before, a different company, not yours. So you're potentially going to get those objections at some point, even if you have done that bit very, very well. But regardless, you're going to get this objection probably more often than any other. So you need to be super sharp with the answer and handle it concisely and with confidence. So your framework to handle any objection is going to be acknowledge it, handle it, reclose. Acknowledge, handle, reclose. So your acknowledgement, I get you, I completely get what you mean, whatever it may be. You're not actually agreeing with it, you're acknowledging it. There's a big difference. If you agree with it, you justify that objection and you're probably going to lose the sale at that point. If you acknowledge it, you're almost saying, I get what you're saying, but I don't agree with it. Essentially what you're saying, don't use that line because that won't go down that well, but I hear what you're saying, look, I completely get you, but, and then you're going to go into your next, into your handle at this point. Then we're going to go back for a reclose. So I need to think about it. Look, I completely get what you mean, but look, if we're going to be completely honest, it's information, not time, that's going to help you make a decision, whether that's a yes or a no. So what information do you need to see or hear from me to help you make a decision? The chances are it's a smokescreen. There's not going to be actually something specifically they need to see, but you've justified why you've asked what information do you need, which is what most rubbish sales reps would say. You've almost asked the same questions, but with context and justification. So they're going to answer that question. So we'll go over it again. So we're going to say, look, I completely get what you mean, but look, let's be completely honest. It's information, not time, that's going to help you make a decision, yes or no, whatever the decision you make, whether it's a yes or no. So what information do you need to see or hear from me to know this is the right thing for you moving forward? So we're going to get an answer, we're going to get them to handle their objection. Then we can go back into another close. So whatever it be, chances are it's probably not going to be that objection. So you're going to get some sort of like, you're going to further down the corridor towards more objections, or you're going to get straight to the real objection. After that, we can go back in for a close.